Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out today. I'm Marilyn Mahaffey, and I work at St. Stephen's Community House. I am honored to be speaking today about the Linden LEAP. Thanks to Smart Columbus, Mayor Ginther, and the City of Columbus for choosing the Linden community to pilot this innovative mode of transportation. LEAP brings us one step closer to addressing the transportation challenges that many of our residents face every day. LEAP will help provide access to community events, resources, education, and employment. The LEAP stop at St. Stephen's will provide residents increased access to our Food and Nutrition Center, where they can come daily for fresh produce, Primary One for medical services, summer youth programming, and our Early Learning Center, which provides care and education to our youngest residents. St. Stephen's is excited and committed to be a partner in this endeavor. It is my privilege to introduce the chair of the South Linden Area Commission, the one and only Lawrence Calloway.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'll say good morning, you say Linden. Good morning.
Linden.
Good morning.
Linden.
All right. Linden Empowers All People. That is a really great name, for it is not the individual, but the village that moves us into history. We are very excited to have the Linden LEAP initiative becoming a part of the fabric that makes up a beautiful Linden landscape. The initiative has had an interesting road to this point, and some may have questioned, do we really need the resource in Linden, or why put our efforts toward this and not something else? I'm one to say we do need it, and it will have a significant impact in Linden. For those who are still in question as to what it will do, let me offer you a little help. Linden is educationally grounded in STEM-based learning, and Linden McKinley STEM has a strong and competitive robotics program. You probably didn't know that. They're winning awards, people. Yeah. All right. Nothing to do with nothing, but here's another interesting fact. Garrett Morgan is responsible for admitting and submitting patents for the traffic light that has improved automotive mobility around the world. And therefore, I'll make a little parallel with the LEAP, which offers students the example of what can be accomplished with the continued investment in their education and the potential making the next great contribution to the world. Assisting the Linden LEAP project is the Smart Hub kiosk system located within Linden to add additional support and resource connectivity, and demonstrating the many amenities and businesses that make Linden a great community. The Linden LEAP initiative is more than two beautifully designed vehicles making its rounds through our community. This project has intentionally brought employment with reasonable pay and employee benefits to several of Linden residents. The autonomous vehicle brings a need resource to our seniors and families who have requested alternative transportation for the last mile connection. Linden needed this resource because some residents are unable to carry to the bus stop, from the bus stop to home, the large amount of groceries that it takes to feed a family. My mother was a person who had COPD. Made it very difficult for her to breathe, and oftentimes she would have to look for transportation to get to and from the doctor, to and from the grocery store, often depending on others. And this project allows people to reduce some of those obstacles. With this resource, residents in Linden will be able to overcome mobility barriers and time constraints it takes to access health and wellness, continued education, employment opportunities, food sources, and getting to work on time. These reasons are also the reason why this technology can assist Linden residents, and also the priority of healthy, working, and sustainable communities. This is important for us. It's more than just getting there, it's using the resources and then making your future out of them. Linden LEAP as an advancement for the Linden community, well, I'll just say this. It is an advancement, and we welcome it with open arms. And I'd like to say thank you to Smart Columbus, Mayor Ginther, City Council, Department of Neighborhoods, and not to sound like I'm winning an award or something, but you know who you are on and behind the scenes, To close, I'd like for you to all stand and give a warm round of applause to the Linden residents who supported in making this initiative happen. And now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce City Council Member Shayla Favor.
Well, in the spirit of Mr. Lawrence, when I say good morning, you say Linden. Good morning.
Linden.
Good morning.
Linden.
Thank you, Marilyn and Chair Calloway, for joining us today. Today, the Linden neighborhood is the epicenter of smart mobility in the United States of America. The LEAP is a pilot like no other in the nation. For the first time, we are inviting the public to use autonomous technology on a daily basis to get around their neighborhood. LEAP stands for Linden Empowers All People. Let me say that again. LEAP stands for Linden Empowers All People. Linden is reflective of what Columbus truly stands for. It is the spirit of our city. It's a pilot program to help guide future innovations in the Central of Ohio and beyond, using self-driving technology to fill gaps in transportation and connect people to community resources. That is going to take place right here in Linden. The LEAP will deploy 2, soon-to-be 3 shuttles that will travel at an average rate of 12 miles per hour. The shuttles will provide free rides in a 2.7-mile radius with stops at St. Stephen's Community House, Rosewind Estates, the Linden Transit Center, and right here at Douglas Community Recreation Centers. These locations provide residents with resources that include transportation, affordable housing, healthy food, childcare, healthcare centers, recreation, and more. It also connects residents who live in the area to the CMAX line to also access jobs and services right here in Linden. Linden is at the forefront of shaping smart mobility. And I kid you not, I recently participated in a conversation in San Antonio, Texas, with cities from all around this country. And Columbus, Ohio, better yet, Linden, is leading this conversation around smart technology, smart transportation in the United States of America. That is something to be applauded. All eyes are on Linden. Engineers, researchers, and policymakers will use this information gathered from this pilot program to inform future projects of self-driving technology locally and in the state of Ohio and around the nation. The LEAP offers Linden residents who live in the pilot program area of South Linden and visitors a hands-on educational experience with self-driving technology. I encourage all Linden residents to ride the Linden LEAP to see how autonomous vehicle technology works and to provide important feedback to help shape how this technology may improve our lives. I would never suggest something that I've never tried myself, and I've been on one of the shuttles. They are safe. They're actually pretty cool. And I can't wait to hear all of the feedback. And so now it is my great pleasure to introduce our fearless leader, Mr. Mayor Ginther.
All right.
Well, I got to follow precedent. Good morning.
Linden.
Good morning.
Linden.
It is a great day here in our wonderful city, in one of our greatest neighborhoods. I want to thank our Smart Columbus team, Councilmember Favor. Aren't we blessed to have an advocate like Shayla Favor on City Council fighting for Linden and other neighborhoods? Mr. Calloway, Ms. Mahaffey, Easy Mile, and Power Bus. I also want to recognize a great partner of ours at the state. We have with us today the ODOT Director, Jack Marchbanks, and we want to thank him for all of his support and Governor DeWine for all of the great partnership from the state. Director, thank you for being here. 4 years ago, we threw our hat in the ring for the U.S. Department of Transportation Smart City Challenge. And when we were awarded that, in this gym by former Secretary Anthony Fox, I envisioned a day like today in Linden's future. We had a community consensus that Columbus should be the nation's home to smart mobility and technology, in order to expand economic opportunity and to solidify our status as the fastest growing city in the Midwest. But I said at the time that it needed to be much more than just about moving people from point A to point B. I said we needed to bring smart technology and mobility into our neighborhoods to help empower our residents, our neighbors, to improve their own lives. We wanted to bring it into neighborhoods where people live so they can be a tool for sharing success and creating ladders of opportunity for our neighbors. That's what we are doing here today with the launch of Linden LEAP. At the core of every great city are strong and vibrant neighborhoods. In Columbus, each of our neighborhoods make up the fabric of who we are and what makes our city so special. Great neighborhoods do not happen by accident, but instead are the result of vision, planning, leadership, and a sense of community. A little more than a year ago, we released the One Linden Plan, a resident-driven effort designed to establish a vision for shared prosperity and growth based on the concerns, needs, and aspirations of the community. An important goal of the plan is to improve transportation by allowing residents to move around the neighborhood and the city for economic advancement and social connection. The Linden LEAP underscores our city's commitment to One Linden by helping to meet this transportation goal through the use of innovative technology. Building off the lessons learned from Ohio's first self-driving shuttle pilot, the SMART Circuit, funded by Drive Ohio and the Columbus Partnership, we're now able to launch the Linden LEAP using federal funds that we won through the Smart Cities Challenge Grant. The LEAP will make history as the nation's first self-driving shuttle operating in a neighborhood daily. Linden, making history. Linden, continuing to make history. The LEAP truly provides a unique hands-on learning opportunity for residents, particularly our youth. And let's give it up for these incredible Linden Panthers that are here with us today. The best and the brightest are amongst us, and so thrilled to be with them here today. Those who will advance future innovation, these young people here today, shaping today and shaping tomorrow with their incredible potential. In fact, many students right here in Linden are already innovating new technologies. The Linden STEM Academy robotics team recently won the VEX IQ Middle School Central Ohio Tournament for their creation of a VEX robotics piece using 3D design software and printers. I know they will represent Columbus very well at the state competition in March. I know the team is here, and we are so proud of you. Would you stand up so we can recognize you? Good luck, and we look forward to celebrating your accomplishments as you develop the technologies of the future. And to their incredible teachers, thank you for your service and commitment to our community's young people. I want to recognize Sharad Agarwal and the team at Easy Mile, the most widely deployed self-driving vehicle in the world, which are providing the shuttles and technical assistance to service the Linden LEAP. Easy Mile shuttles are 12-passenger, accessible, electric, self-driving vehicles that use the most advanced technology in the industry. I also want to recognize Asleen Rodriguez and the entire team at Empower Bus, a homegrown mobility startup that has hired local operators who will be on board at all times to oversee the operation of the shuttles and to assist passengers. For me, the Smart City Challenge and this effort was all about how do we use innovation and technology to help people improve their own lives. That's the only way mobility becomes the great equalizer of the 21st century. 7 out of the 8 operators are from Linden. I appreciate our partners at Smart Columbus for sharing and helping to execute this vision. I appreciate Mike Stevens' leadership as Chief Innovation Officer and Mandy Bishop, Program Manager, and her team for their dedication and expertise. And I want to thank all Linden residents, faith leaders, business owners, civic leaders for identifying the resources and access points needed and helping to shape the route. As the Linden LEAP takes to the road, I ask our residents to participate and keep an open mind. We committed to be America's laboratory for innovation. We will make mistakes, but we're going to fail fast and learn and improve and innovate as America's laboratory. And the heart of all of our work will be including those ladders of opportunity for our residents of our neighborhoods that have made our city so special. The value of this pilot is directly related to the number of residents who write it and share their feedback. We're going to evoke some of the Linden pride when it comes to the Linden LEAP. I'd like to announce the names of each of the shuttles. The blue and green One Linden shuttle will be named Panther. Goes without saying, right? After the Linden McKinley Panthers. The Rainbow Smart Columbus shuttle will be named Eagle, after the 1967 founded Linden Eagles Athletic Association. And the third shuttle, when it arrives, will be named Knight, after the Windsor STEM Knights. Just as you showed up and support your local teams, I ask you to do the same for Linden LEAP. This is an important step toward addressing some of the transportation gaps that many of our residents face every day, and part of our overall equity agenda, acknowledging, facing, and taking on disparities that have created so many inequities in our community. Every family in every neighborhood needs to share in the success story that is Columbus. And today's announcement is another step forward for us addressing those disparities. I'm excited to participate in and learn from this project with all of you. Let's leap into the future together. Now let's go cut this ribbon and take the inaugural ride. All right. You guys ready? Now watch your hand there, because we're going to bring that down on you. All right! What was that?